So this panel was inspired by conversations in our gender studies classes about the complicated process of teaching and learning gender studies, pedagogy, and the connections and disconnections between academia and activism. We decided to try to create this panel as part of our collaborative project with the Immigrant Working Center. And we were fortunate enough to come in contact with Saad Badri and Marufa Shinwari, who have their own experiences developing and teaching in gender studies in their respective universities. So Saad Badri has more than 20 years experience as an activist and scholar in gender studies. She has worked as a part of an academic and community outreach activities for Ahfad University for Women in Sudan. She has also worked on curriculum development for the MA program in the Gender Studies and Peace Studies program at Ahfad University.
I'm Saad Badri. I'm here in Canada, but I come originally from Sudan. I come from environmental studies, and of course, environmental studies is similar to gender studies in it's like a multidisciplinarity, cross-cutting. So I think when I was designing the environmental studies course for the gender program, it was not very difficult for me really to relate. And with my environmental studies course, I have been through the same dilemmas that the gender studies people having, because we're dealing with like radical stuff and activism. Through my course, environmental studies, I'd like my students to come with whatever ideas they have in their mind, but when they finish the course, I want them to be activists. Women empowerment and gender issues are really like blood to me, so I'm here. I'm very happy to be here.
Yeah, so Marufa Shinwari has founded the Canadian Women's Society in 2004. She has worked as the manager of the Resettlement Assistance Program at the Settlement Integration Service Organization, and she is currently the executive director of the Immigrant Culture and Art Association. She graduated from the Gender Studies and Feminist Research MA program here at McMaster last year in the spring of 2015. And following her completion of this MA degree, Marufa returned to Kabul University in Afghanistan and went on to develop the first Gender Studies and Feminist Research program in Afghanistan.
As a woman activist, my passion is to empower women globally. While doing the curriculum for the course, I saw that you cannot find in the book something about the event that happened that I was witness. And in my paper, my thoughts and my experience became document. Meaning is my narrative that I wrote, it became important. So therefore, it is the strength of the discipline being as a disciplinary, interdisciplinary field, because it gives flexibility for practitioner or for people who are activists to implement the theory and bring on practice. Already we received from 5 universities within the within Afghanistan, from Helmand, Mazar, Kandahar, Kunduz, and Jalalabad. So these universities, they really want to implement such a program, but not master program, just a course of gender studies, one course, one semester, which is I'm very excited about it, and this will be next phase of this program. This is my hope to get, and even not the Ministry of Higher Education in Afghanistan, they promised to help us.
What recommendations, based on your own experiences of developing these programs, would you suggest to other folks?
Before we start doing any activism, I believe it's very important to know the social structure of that location or that geographical area or country. So taking a new subject to a new environment, we have to be very careful of the most important, we have to do a lot of research and build trust and relationship within that group. Bring them on and give them chance to say their words and do. They should be the mainly doers, and you just observe and share your experience and see how they realize and how they develop their program.